Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go from Green Bay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. First down, Packers.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
From the gun, it's Love. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
And he's really had an up-and-down start to his NFL career, and he's always going to be viewed, fair or unfairly, through the lens of that blockbuster trade that Carolina made to acquire him with the first overall pick. So That's going to be the lens. C.J. Stroud wins Rookie of the Year, and Bryce Young has a disappointing rookie season. But then you look at last year, Mike.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man is Sanders. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
He was brought down by Evan Williams. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And they'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and Does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The motion man is Sanders. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Here's Sam Martin now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A 2nd down throw for Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Made there by Watson. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Scott Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Backs to the receiver, Horn. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
A second down throw for Young. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Packers' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
The one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, and on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, The other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick, so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. 2nd down and 8. As we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. There's a short one, caught by Kraft.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. The second effort gonna get him the 1st down. Looked like he might be stopped short, but he was able to break free and take it beyond the markers.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Love to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's going to have the 1st down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Love quickly out to Watson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Back to throw is Love. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On third down, they go with Jacobs.
A 7-yard gain. And the Packers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Throwing is Love. That is caught by the tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Young. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep, and it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
Throwing on second down, Young. Back to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but Unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Young. That'll be caught. It's Rico Dowdle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Young. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
What a 1st half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This is Jacobs. He's to midfield. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 54 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
This one on target, it's done. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one reeled in by Golden. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be second and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
On second down, Love. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Young. That one out wide. Dowdle. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
And And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders.
Complete to Jatavion Sanders. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Williams now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Love to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from just under 50 yards. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2.
Brendan McManus.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Young to throw on first down. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. We get in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Get this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. McMillan, the man in motion. Young. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
13 yards on the play.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Slot man in motion left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That one will take it in right side by Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Dowdle. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
9 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Leggett in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Xavier McKinney, the Pro Bowler, able to find a path to the quarterback, and he comes up with the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
48-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers will cut into that lead.
Panthers 6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Ryan Fitzgerald.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Love. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
He'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Love. Throw across his body is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Second and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. Love to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Packers set to kick this one away. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Leggett in motion. On first and 10, here's Young. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, Young. He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Panthers. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Dowdle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
On first down is Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
A run with Hubbard. Yeah! And some good blocking. Springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Young. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. McMillan comes in motion. They'll go. Young. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
McMillan, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun. Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McMillan comes in motion. To throw is Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Panthers.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Dowdle. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's Young. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. The ball comes out. And the Panthers are going to recover the football.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Throwing is Young. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Leggett in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Micah Parsons gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, it's Hubbard. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Here's Young to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Jacobs to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. Young to throw on 1st down. They're set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Moving, this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Leggett in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 11. The throw is Young. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop ball.
And he's in! Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. Panthers are able to edge a bit closer.
Packers 31, Panthers 13.
With down 3 scores and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stay on the ground with Jacobs. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and And it is fourth down.
In a fourth down.
It's clear from that third down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on fourth down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket on the defensive side of the field. Now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you, the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First down. First and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will take it in himself. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Young. That's taken in by McMillan.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Young. They'll go right back to McMillan. Complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Panther first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Young. The catch made by McMillan. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
More yards.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Panthers are able to cut into the deficit.
Panthers 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.